everyone, Linda here. I'm working on some cards and I thought I'd bring you along. I'm using a Peachy Keen stamp set. It's really, I think, for, it just says cheer up. And this set, I think this is, I think it's this one. I think. Avery, and it's a sympathy one in it, and I got the die, but I'm not going to stamp that. I'm just going to cut it out. So this is the way it's going to look when it's done with sympathy, and then down here on the loss of your furry friends. It seems as though as I'm getting older, so are my friends' pets getting older, and I thought it would be nice to have a few of these cards on hand. Then I'll find something to stamp on the inside as well. Anyway, so I just wanted to show you how I'm doing that. I stamped the little kitten on some Nina White, and then I stamped him again on a Post-it note. And I thought I bought some of that Gina K stuff, but I can't find it. Anyway, so this is the way I did the background, is I just took some Distress ink, and this is Salty Ocean, and I took my brush and very carefully started it off the side. Sometimes I forget, and then I get a big blob, which is, you know, there's kind of a blobby blob, and I don't mind that, though. Kind of makes the sky look a little bit more cloudy. That I mind. That might be because of something underneath there, but that's okay. It's probably better if I start right on his face and go out from there. Now I have to darken that up a little bit. There we go again. So then I better do a little bit more of those marks. Then they don't look like accidents so much, right? Okay, and then I want to go down a little bit towards his feet. So I thank those of you that have signed up for my giveaway. I'm getting a few more people, and that's nice. That's wonderful, actually. I love to use a journal. I know not everybody does, but it's just fun, even if it's just used for a gluing journal when you see something funny. My mother used to always send me cartoons from the newspaper that she thought were, you know, meaningful, that would be meaningful to me. One of my favorite ones was Family Circus, and it was the kids getting on the school bus the first day of school, and oh no, first it started with the kids getting off the school bus in the springtime, and the angels all getting on behind, you know, following behind, and then it's the first day of school, and the angels are all following them to the school bus, but they're all worn out. They're just so tired. I think that's so fun when you take the Post-it note off, and it's like the image just pops right out of there. So the next thing I did was cut out with Sympathy, and so I'm going to show you how I did that. The last thing I did on here was the coloring, and I used Copic markers. I did do some more to the inside, and in the inside it says, "True friends leave footprints in your heart," Eleanor Roosevelt. And so I had some of these. I found this stamp set from raisin boat that I had, and that's where I got a couple of those things. And I really like that one. So let me show you how I do the words. I know I've shown you this before, but it's just fun. So I took this blue paper and I put some of my tape on the back of it. And then I take my little Tim Holtz machine. I don't know if I can, I'm pretty sure it's not going to stick to this paper here. But anyway, I'll kind of pretend and show you, because I have to do it on a harder surface, because it has a suction cup on it, which is really nice. Makes it work really good. But now I have to find my plates. There. And the words. Okay, so that took me about a half hour to find this die that was hidden under some paper. Honestly, some days are just crazy. So it made me clean off my desk a little bit more. So I can put this on here. I think it'll work on this. This is a big sheet of glass. That's the reason I have a big light up here. I wonder if I turn it. You know, I'm trying to think of where. I think it's this light. I wonder if I've tried this before and it didn't work, but let's see. If I put this paper over it. Does that help? Not really. I think this glare's coming from over my shoulder. Well, some of it, I don't know. I give up. Anyway, hope it doesn't hurt your eyes. Let's see, is there anything I can do? Let's see. How about if I do that? I'll do that. There we go. Problem solved. Okay, so what I was trying to do it seems like hours ago. For you it doesn't, because I turned the camera off. Alright, so I just put this on here like this. Now, I found that, see how these are dented, but yeah, that's okay. Roxy Fur was showing how she remembers to flip them every time. She must be a lot younger than I am, because I can't remember that stuff. Okay. So, I'm just going to run this through here like this. And you know, I have, this one's a Tim Holtz one, but I have a little red one too that's a sidekick that I got at a garage sale. And it didn't have the plates, but now that Tim Holtz is out, it's real easy to get the plates. Okay, so here we go. We're back to our little card. Move this out of the way. Slide my mat up here. Probably could just work on the glass, but I don't. Anyway, so then I'm going to put on this. First, I want to take out some of these little pieces. Yeah, there. So, you know, they have a sticky back, so they're going to stick to everything. This one's not so bad because there's not that many pieces and they're kind of big pieces. Except for these little ones. Actually, I could probably pick it up like this and then poke them out. The little pieces are sticking all over my fingers. There we go. Poke that one out. This one. And this one. And then there's one that stuck itself back there. Okay. That looks good. So I put the Sympathy on first. The M got kind of stretched. kind of find it better when I'm putting things down like this, even more washi tape to start in the middle or close to the middle. Okay, and then here's the little tiny word with. And poke out these little pieces. Got that a little high, but that's okay. Oops, a little piece. And then there's a dot for the eye right here. I think I'll just push it through. Here it is. Sometimes I just give up with the dots on the eyes and just draw them in. But when I can get them, I get them. So then, the next thing I did was I put a little gray N2 underneath him, so it didn't look like he was floating in air. And then I took a green and made just a little bit of grass by him, and then all over. And I'm just doing that by making little flick marks in groups of 3. Okay, and then I took the sentiment that says, "On the lost of your furry friend," and I did that with this ocean, salty ocean. Here comes my helper. Hi, Sophie. Are you going to go on your mat now? And this card will have real fur on it. Like everything in my house. I was thinking of getting one of those Furmerator things, and I've read some reports where they aren't good, but then I read some reports where they are good. So if any of you have experience with one, I know I had one a long time ago, and I felt like I was shaving the cat bald. Okay, you have to go up there. So then I just put it, well, I'm going to color it first, but then the next part was to, after I color it, I put it on, and then I made the inside, and I told you about that too. So the last thing I'm going to do is put a little stickles on these flowers, and then this one will be done. And that's how I make a card. Okay, so we've got to squirt some of that out somewhere. So, you know, like the stickles, you know what I think it is with those cheap glitter pens, is they use white glue, and Stickles has clear glue in it. I wonder if you took one of those. Well, I have an empty one of these. I wonder if I could make my own glitter glue. Probably. There's probably a video out there too, but oh, isn't that cute with that little bit of sparkle? Okay, we gotta put some sparkle on his collar too. If you got sparkle, you just should use it. All right, we gotta put some on his collar. See, or on his, not collar, his, what is that, identification thing. I'll put a little pink on there since I colored it pink. I'm always worried about these bottles that they're gonna do that. Spread all over. There we go. All right, so there's one little card for today. I'm just gonna be making a bunch of cards. So there's one. I'll turn the camera back on if I get going on a different one. But otherwise, have a great day. Bye.